Ledger's been exposed. Here's everything you need to know. But first off, welcome to Debate Crypto. I'm your host, BlockchainCrusader, where we question everything, trust nothing. So let's get into it, guys. Here's a good thread by our good old friends at Bankless, which is actually really great. So let me share this with you guys. You can go over here to their website and see everything you need to if you want to. This is Ledger's direct website. Go to it, supportledger.com, and read everything you want to in higher detail. But this thread does a good job at explaining what's happening. Ledger is under fire right now because of their new recovery feature that criticizes, basically a back door into your ledger. So what's happening here is yesterday they announced that, the recover subscription, by the way, you have to pay for this service that lets your users back up their private keys up so they can be recovered if lost. What a convenience, right? They're always selling you on convenience. Recover splits up private keys into three encrypted shards sent from the device to be held separately by three custodians, including Ledger. But in reality, if you look at their documentation, which like I just showed you on their website, you only need two companies to send it back to make the whatever transaction happen. Well, not transaction, I should say recovery happen. This is the new version 2.2.1. If you haven't updated just yet, probably don't update it until you realize what is happening here. Currently it's not. It's over here on their website. It's actually not applicable to some devices. So what devices are compatible? The Ledger Nano S is not compatible with this update. So if you have the X, the Stacks, or the Ledger Nano S Plus, it is compatible. So I currently have the Nano S. So for now, I guess I'm somewhat safe, but I am definitely looking deeper into this. But let's move on. Users who thought it was impossible for private keys to ever leave their existing Ledger devices aren't happy at all. Does Recover's launch mean that the hardware was always a firmware update away from sharing keys? Could a government force their hand? This is the great conversation piece to be having right here, right now, right? This is going to be tied. Let me reshare my screen here and show you guys. But this is being tied to your government ID. If you jump over to their website, right, the way it works is with your actual government. So, which countries is Ledger Recover available today? Ledger Recover is available depends on the country in which your passport or national ID was issued, right? So you're tying your personal ID, passport, or any other ID issued by the government of your country to this shard that's broken up into three, which is your private key to get your private key back. So this is a form of KYC. This is a form of knowing your customer who is on Ledger, which accounts are tied to your Ledger, right? This is a way of KYC, and at the same time having a back door. The keys are coming directly out of your device and being encrypted into what they're talking about, a pre BIP 39, what you might call it, algorithm, and then into these shards. But that's all a bunch of fugazi. All you need to really focus on is the fact that it is coming directly out of your device and being sent to them, encrypted into them, and then shared among these three different companies. So this is definitely a backdoor into your ledger, and how this poses it right here. Could a government force their hand? Could a government come out and say, "Hey, we need everyone's keys. We need to make sure we get this person's keys. We need to make sure we get this account's keys." And they just make it happen in the back end without you even knowing, right? Supposedly, right now, this is a opt-in service because you have to pay for this service. The service is not free. It's not just for your convenience, right? And your own protection. They are literally making you pay for it on a monthly subscription base. So you have to pay for it. They're taking away your keys and protecting it, right? So this is becoming like a centralized exchange where not your keys, not your coins, and at the same time, they are KYCing you. This is all happening under one update. This is a big problem. I am highly concerned about this. Obviously, if you're not subscribed into it, nothing to you don't need to run. They're not going to steal your money right now. I don't want to panic anybody, but this is definitely a concern. If you are about privacy, if you're about sovereignty, this is something you need to keep on your radar and continuously keep looking at. Maybe look into other devices. I'm going to be doing another video talking about other potential devices that we could transfer over to and get away from Ledger, because like I said, not your keys, not your coins. This takes away from the point of never putting your keys on anything digital ever. And apparently Ledger has access, could have access to it, right? Saying that it only has access if it opts in. But like the question gets posed by Bankless, could the government force their hand? Could the government force them to ever extract the keys from these devices that are being connected to their Ledger Live app and just say, hey, now we have direct access to their accounts at any moment. Anything happens, we can flag certain accounts, we can freeze certain assets, and we just know a lot more and have a lot more control. So this is definitely a problem in my eyes. I don't want to spread FUD or fear. This is something I'm continuously looking at. Like I said, everybody go to their website. Support is support.ledger.com. Look at everything there in high detail and do your own research on this. But I will be looking into other devices. Ledger cannot be trusted, and I am concerned. Not that they're going to steal my money right now, but I want to make sure that only I have access to my keys and no one else in any type of way, backdoor opt in service or anything. There's any type of software that can get a piece of my keys without me knowing. So, like I said, remember to always question everything, trust nothing, and until next time, hodl like it's hot.